your part of this actually is more of the true story of relating to Miles's life. So, in doing the research on Frances, what are some of the things you found out about her that struck you the most?
Doing the research, which before I met her really just consisted of me trying to find out online, different things about her. And there really just was not much.
Right.
If you just look at what's online, you would discover she worked at Hamlet later in life and things like that, It was really meeting her where I really was able to get all of the jewels. And we had many lunches where she shared all of her stories with me. And I was so excited to meet her. And when I finally did, I just meet this little older woman who's full of life and vibrancy and just energy. And that was so exciting to walk into, and really even encouraging. She never allowed her light to dim despite everything that happened in her life. She really kept up that energy, which was really beautiful.
Yeah. Did his sort of tortured spirit really end up kind of frightening her like that, where she knew she had to leave?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. She would tell me stories how she really did in the scene, in the film where she does ultimately leave. She would keep like a bag of money, in case she ever had to flee. Just never knowing what would happen. And so she really did live during a time in their relationship where things were just so touch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was it, a story or a moment that struck you of how she really felt about the man?
I'm sorry?
How she felt about Miles, a moment that she told you that struck you, that resonated.
The thing that really resonated with me, because the biggest question I had was, what made her say okay? What made her say, yeah, I will give up everything? And exactly how it happens in the movie is how it happened in real life for her. There was just, he tells her, he doesn't really ask her, he tells her. And there was just this moment of just being frozen. You're stuck, you don't know what to say, and just don't really say anything. And it was important for me to have that be the moment. You can't really process what's happening. And so that was the biggest question that I had, and that was the entry point for me into their relationship and her thoughts on the relationship, on him. That is what really just got my attention.
And you and Don really do have a nice thing going on. Working with Mr. Cheadle, how was that, and as him as a director?
Yeah, it was great. It was really great. Don is just very giving, very giving as an actor, as a director. Very self-assured, which is a good thing, and I think really says a lot on his part. He is a first-time director, but you don't think about it that way because Don has been in this business for so long.
Right? That's what I always think.
Yeah, you don't think about it that way, so it doesn't feel like he's a first-time director. Don knows very well what he's doing, and so though that's the label, it really doesn't feel that way. He works in a very self-assured way, which is encouraging.
Yeah. Would you ever have any aspirations to direct yourself after seeing him do this?
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
I really would. Absolutely.
You for sure should do that.
Yeah.
What would you want to make? Any story that you'd love to tell?
Nothing that I can think of. I'm in general always interested in, I like to talk. I like to sit. I like the films where you're having these conversations about people and wanting to know why and who and what. Those are the kind of films that I really like. So probably something like that.
And we get to see you in Roots coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds very exciting that they're doing that again.
Yeah. That's going to be really great.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, it was very nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you.